Who's this guy? We got characters. No. That's who I think it is. Show me the man. I wasn't expecting to see this. I shouldn't be filming right now. I 200%, I have a very long week ahead of me. I have family coming into town. So I've just been like plugging along at work, right? As you can see, there's a lot going on here. I'm quite literally updating my launcher. Right now I had to pause it so my computer would work properly. Alternatively, Hoyoverse, I'm not gonna switch to Twitter because I have my Twitter tab open and it's a mess, but Hoyoverse has just been drip marketing. They drip marketed like 3 characters in a row. It's 11:25 p.m. on a Sunday for me. So it's like Monday morning everywhere else, which is already a whole thing. And as you can see, I went through like the 5 stages of shock here because I opened up this video from the Japanese YouTube because I just saw it pop up in my subscription feed. Like, oh, hey, what's this? And I was like, there's like a Fatui Harbinger in this. There's the Senora Moth, which is a whole other thing. The moths, right? Whole other thing. But then they tweeted it or didn't tweet it. It's not tweeted at all. Then they posted it for the English Genshin Impact. There's literally no views right now, right? I literally just opened it. I'm in the middle of like 5 different things at 11 o'clock at night. I took a nap, so I'm also just like jittery. Genshin still hasn't tweeted this. I don't know how long this is gonna stay on the internet. The fact that it's coming from all 3, Hoyoverse just went crazy. They literally saw people, I'm under the impression now that they saw all the Sumer leaks happening and were like, forget it, we're just dropping everything. I still have thoughts on the characters, especially because now 3 of said characters are official. I feel like I can start formulating official opinions on this, but it's 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to talk about it right now just because but this is a lot. And it does look like this is going to be related to Sumeru, now that I see. So, I usually don't read the descriptions for these things, but I am this time just because I feel like it's important. So, it just says, no one knows how long it has been since all the Fatui Harbingers last gathered. On this winter night, people donning masks who had just been singing and squabbling fell silent in mournful meditation. If Dottore is in this, I'm gonna yell and wake up my neighbors on a Sunday. I apologize for any of you who have to work in person in the morning. Luckily, I get to work from home tomorrow morning because of some things that have gone on. But only then did the hall join the winter sky in infinite silence. Meanwhile, in distant Sumeru, Kole, who is just one of the characters that was drip marketed. Love her design, by the way. If I like it, and if she's a 4-star, I might try to get her, but especially because she's Dendro and no one has Dendro characters yet. I want to like build up some Dendro characters just to have them. Anyways, Kale, who has not had dreams for a long time, saw strange visions during her midday nap. That's an interesting angle to go with her. I don't know too much about her just because I haven't read the webtoon graphic novel thing. I bookmarked it and forgot that I bookmarked it for months, and then I saw it in my like book folder on my phone the other day, the one where I've kept fan fiction in the past. Yeah, it was in there. So maybe I will look at it. Maybe now's the time. So I gotta watch this so I can continue to preload the update, because the last time I didn't do that and I regret it. So okay, we're gonna watch this and probably analyze it as we go a little bit, just because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of lore dropped, and you know I love lore. So it's the Tavat chapter interlude teaser, A Winter Night's Lazzo. I did read that as Lizzo at first. Brain rot. Anyways, let's get into it. I've seen like the first 30 seconds, but in Japanese. Oh, the quality is not good. Should I be concerned? I have it in 1080, but my computer is like not happy. So we have Senora's Moth, so we're gonna finally get some conclusion to what happened to Senora post kicking the bucket, which is interesting. My theory is one of her moths, when she died, like flew back to the little harbingers, and they're having like their like ho 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 little party, and then the moth comes in and it's like, hey, she died, like, you know, like, hey, listen, Senora's dead, like what that like the whole like Legend of Zelda. Like that happens. Is this really a party though? Who's this guy? Oh my god. I got so shocked by that voice. Also, that voice sounds like Oleg from the Honkai Star Rail beta, and I know that for a fact because I did the same thing when I heard him. Okay, I'm fine. I wasn't prepared for that voice. I wasn't. I was not. On a Sunday, I was not prepared for that voice.
The sages think themselves to be all-knowing.
That being Oleg's voice, I'm almost positive it is. If not, it sounds very similar, and I'm gonna call it Oleg's voice for probably this whole video. And the fact that we have this whole dream, that's a gnosis, by the way, on the chessboard. That is a gnosis. Whoa, what's going on? Okay. Because we have the same dream bit. That's another no. That's Zhongli's gnosis, and then this is Zhongli's, because that's Geo. This is Venti's gnosis. I actually didn't even process that they look different until now. This is also animated so well. Hey. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Genshin just tweeted it. They just tweeted this. There's the moth.
This chessboard. Checkmate is not where the game
Wait, that piece is supposed to signify Senora. I don't know what the chess pieces are called. I think that might be a pawn. I'm actually gonna look that up really quickly to facilitate in theories. I said we were analyzing. This is gonna be a longer video for something like this, but this is something, you guys know I'm here for the lore. So like, if we're getting a lore teaser, buddy, I'm here. Okay, so chess piece pawn. That is a pawn. That is a pawn that fell. So imagery, symbolism right here. I'm using all my English knowledge right now. This pawn is supposed to represent Senora, a fallen pawn of I would assume the gods of Tevat. And not like the archons, but like whatever that, like the nameless god from before, something related to that. Or possibly the Tsaritsa's pawns? Either way, harbingers are pawns. Whatever. That's what that's supposed to signify. The moth being Senora, I feel like if the moth makes this thing stand back up, that's it. Or it's just supposed to signify a fallen pawn. I think. Ooh. I also love this. Hey-oh! Hey-oh! We got characters. Okay. That looks like it could be Dane, but I don't think it is. That's a Fatui dude. That's like the cryo gunner or something. Oh. Who are you back here that's like sitting? Someone is sitting. You're the chess dude. Wait a minute. Oh my god, that's Dottore. No. Because he has a mask and I'm pretty sure it's the same half of the face. The hair color looks similar and he has a little chemistry flask in his hand, and I'm pretty sure Dottore's backstory has related information to Sumeru Academia. Chess. Not chess. Chemistry. He is a man in STEM. Now, who is this? Who is this? Who are you?
We are gathered here today to
Oh.
remember our dear comrade.
So Senora's dead. Senora's like strictly dead.
Half a day as the nation mourns.
This is very loud. I made this very loud. Oh.
Really half a day?
Dottore?
People say that
No, it's not Dottore. Thank God.
currencies are blood and tears.
Ooh.
But May,
Who are you?
Speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
Who are you?
Rosaline died in a foreign land.
Who are Ma'am, who are you? Ma'am, who are you? I've talked about before how I love the white hair thing. I'm living the white hair, but like the black strip.
This businessman.
Who are you?
Is always with a convenient excuse to remain in.
I'm gonna have to watch this a second time through. I am.
Couldn't hope to understand.
Is that who I think it
Keep
is?
your mouths shut.
That's
We don't want to make the
who I think it is. This is interesting because I just filmed my one video. I meant to do 2 videos. I didn't finish the event because it was just kind of a stupid event for Core Apparatus, and I literally made a joke about not having seen Child in a while. I'm gonna have to cut that out now.
Come on now. Even
He exists. Oh, please make this a skin. I'm begging. If you want to give him like a 4-3 run and make this skin available, I swear to God, I hate that I will drop the money immediately, but I will. I'm nothing if not predictable.
even I don't think this is the right time or place.
I wasn't expecting to see you tonight. What do you mean? Who's this?
Irresistible.
Though her
These
mother
are-
tarnished her honor,
These are the Harbingers.
sacrifice is a great pity.
Hey, yo.
Shall not hinder our
Dottore.
but Dottore,
Okay, so
Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma.
Oh, so they didn't show. I was actually curious about that. They did not show a electro gnosis. the Shogun's Gnosis. They did not show it on the chessboard, meaning they don't have it. Scaramouche took it and ran off. So that's fun. And Dottore been assigned to go find him, I guess. Which means where is he? Show me the man. I was right. I was so right.
Knowledge cannot be rational.
Oh, they changed his design from the webtoon.
After conquering the divine gaze.
Divine Gaze? What's the Divine Gaze? Who are you?
Time to end tonight's foolish theatrics. Right now,
Oh
you
my
have
god.
no captive audience.
Is this the one that Child has beef with?
Let every worthy sacrifice.
What does he have beef with?
Device.
Jeez.
This nation.
I didn't know what the other Harbingers looked like. You're pretty. You're so cool. I'm very interested to see backstories because I'm curious which ones of them are connected to Honkai. I'm gonna say that's it. I'm curious which ones have connections to Honkai because I know it's coming soon. There are some designs though that I do think are questionable. Like this design does make me question things a little bit just because of some certain features. But I'm not gonna jump to conclusions just yet.
Sure.
I wasn't expecting to see this tonight.
In the name of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
Oh.
We will seize authority from the gods.
So, going back to the pawn theory, I said we'd be pausing this, guys. Going back to the pawn theory, the Harbingers are the Tsaritsa's pawns, not the gods, because that line right there, we will seize authority from the gods. Even if they're talking about, because I do think there's like two different categories of like gods in the Teyvat Nation universe here. One being the Archons, and then one being like the nameless god and like other higher figures like that don't necessarily even exist in Teyvat. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good way to explain that. But they are pawns for the Tsaritsa. This got really loud again. Yeesh. This is the Abyss, correct? Oh no, this is Shiznaya. That's so pretty.
Such is the gift from the Tsaritsa. Such is Her Majesty's benevolence.
Yeesh. So this is Kole's dream, correct?
Now you rest in this coffin, encased.
I know I've said before that we're hitting like a midway point and things need to start getting more spicy in Genshin. This is good.
Promise you,
I like where this is going.
final resting place will be the entirety of the old.
The old world. The old world. That's like Conria. Right?
I must say, you're looking very young today, Doctor.
Oops. Is that called?
Well, that I do not take that as a compliment.
So
I thought that was gonna be Baiju for a second.
the prime of his life, then.
Oh my god. Wow, I love Elden Ring. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
He's busy with
Oh.
a little experiment in blasphemy.
Okay, Zato. Kale. Who's that talking?
Okay, Master.
Time to head out on patrol.
That's the voice they gave to that character? No. Okay.
Okay, Master Tainari.
This is why they did the drip marketing at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night. They just drip marketed Kale and Tinari, and we're like, okay, here's the teaser. We didn't put this in the special program, but why wasn't it in the special program? Why didn't this end the special? You know, that special program was a mess. Anyways. Dang. That's 3.0's storyline. So that's interesting that we're starting Sumeru, and I actually like how they did this. They were starting Sumeru with an interlude chapter rather than a official storyline chapter. And so far, Mondstadt's had its own chapter from the get-go, which was the beginning of the game, so that's not really a surprise. But I think it was a prologue now that I think about it. Lua had its own chapter from the get-go, as well as some parts in the interlude, same thing with Mondstadt, parts in the interlude. And then Inazuma has had its own chapter, and the Inazuma storyline, we've gone back to this time and time again, sucked for a lot of people. And it was like subpar at best for everyone else. I'm of the opinion that it was like kind of mid compared to what it could have been. I think they're retroactively fixing that with like extra events and things like that. I think they're going back and trying to fix it, right? But oh my god, I love Elden Ring. I worked my brain so hard in the last like 15 minutes that now I'm just kind of, what did I just watch? Like, I'm just like, what in the, I do think they're dropping a lot of this stuff right now, almost out of nowhere, just because of all the leaks that I've talked about this before. Twitter is a minefield for leaks. Like, they released like an update or a beta to Chinese players or something a while ago, and everything just blew up. Everything just blew up all at once. So and I think this was animated amazingly, by the way. I do think the animation is very good on this. I think that I've said this before, but we're reaching like a midway point in the Teyvat storyline where things need to start hitting like a very intense rising action, which is like a literary thing. It's exactly what it sounds like. Things need to start spicing up. It needs to start spicing up, because especially after Inazuma, I thought Inazuma was going to be like a peak, and I've said before with every other interlude chapter, I thought that was where the story was going to hit like a peak, where we get into, all right, gamers, here we go. Which, looking at the actual storyline, we need to hit a point, not so much where we're about to hit like the climax of the story, where like we hit the resolution in the following chapters, because that's not really gonna happen until like it's all gonna happen like the last chapter bit of the thing. So like once we hit whatever it is, what is it? Literally, I just talked about it. Shniznaya. It's not gonna happen until Shniznaya, right? But we need to start like knowing more about this universe. We need to like have more information about it. I feel like we have like the bare minimum knowledge of Teyvat, and I think this is gonna hit a lot of those points. I think they fleshed out a lot of the background lore that needed to be fleshed out, and this is gonna just drive it home. Like I said, the fact that they're making Sumeru an interlude at first and not its own chapter to start, I think is a really good idea on their part, because it gives them the chance to flesh out Sumeru as a location before just throwing us into it. And it worked kind of for Inazuma, because Inazuma was so closed off, right? And like you had to like fight your way to get in, and like we had to smuggle ourselves in on Beto's boat. But that made sense, I guess, to not entirely know a ton about the nation. But we don't know a ton about Sumeru or Natlin, Fontaine. We don't know. We know like the bare minimum. This is literally the first time we've seen really anything related to what Shniznaya actually looks like, except for being very snowy. Like, we see like a building, which a lot of the stuff could have also been assumed just because we have like a set location for what Shniznaya is based off of, unlike other places, i.e. Sumeru and Natlin, that don't have official like singular countries they're based off of, which is a whole other thing, right? And I feel like that's part of the reason why the whole character thing for Sumeru is so much of a mess, because, and I can talk about this officially now because characters are starting to be released. There's actually literally characters in this video, right? We have Tinari and Kale, which I feel like that's part of the reason why it's such a mess, because there's no set nation they're basing this off of. Like, Mondstadt's Germany, Lua is China, Inazuma is Japan, Shniznaya is Russia, but then there's other places. I think Fontaine's France. Don't quote me on that one. But then Natlin and Sumeru don't have official places. And this is not my theory. I've heard people talking about this. But yeah, that's only part of it, by the way. There's a lot of things, but well, I said it with the teaser for the world design and the new elemental reactions and stuff. I really like the world. I like the Dendro element. And even I like certain aspects of the characters that have been released so far, as well as some of the leaked ones. But we're not going to get into those ones because those ones aren't technically real yet. But there's certain aspects that look really nice and are really good. Like, I actually really like what Kale is wearing. But then there's other aspects that just did not hit all the boxes, are not there. I don't know how they're going to go about that in the future, but this is definitely interesting. I definitely was not expecting this. I would have assumed that this is what we would have gotten. Like, this would have been our beginning of the 3.0 special program in like a month or so, but we're getting it now, which means the special program itself is definitely going to be interesting for 3.0. We're well out from that, right? We are like well away from that still. Oh my god, I like moused over and saw a child, and then I saw this character, and anyways, I wanna go back to child. I'm nothing if not predictable, guys. Like, I really like this look on him. I hate it. Oh god, I have so much to say about all these silly little things. This is gonna be a pain in the butt for me to edit. I have to edit this now. The 3.0 special program is definitely going to be interesting. Part of me, I have two theories of why this is being dropped now, and I'm gonna go over those theories, and then we're gonna be done. One of them is Hoyoverse found leaks. They had the intern go on Twitter and was like, hey guys, you might want to see this. The entire 3.0 update's been leaked. And not the entire thing, but like close enough. And so they're just dropping things as they have them like officially ready to just be like, hey guys, stop it, please. That's one theory. My other theory is the 2.8 special program went so poorly that now they're like, okay, we just got to start releasing this stuff before the special program, and then we'll talk about it in the special program, because that was rough. We don't want to repeat. That was rough. Those are my two theories on why this was dropped now. 11 p.m. on a Sunday, at least in the US. Like, it's already like midnight. It's almost midnight for me. I've been filming this for so long. This was definitely a lot. Not at all what I was expecting. I do think it's finally what we need to sort of flesh out the story of Genshin Impact and where it's going. Because I feel like we haven't had something that has fleshed that story out for a really long time. And granted, I've only been playing for a year, but I have played the game. I'm AR 55. I've played the game. I've gone through all the Archon quests, so I like kind of know what's going on. But there hasn't really been too much that's like I feel at least has like fleshed out the story. I feel like it's very much been like a lot of inferring. But I think we're finally hitting a point where they're maybe trying to do that, which is it's about time. Because like I played the beta for Star Rail, right? And I know where they're going with that. I more or less. Granted, it is based off Honkai, but like I feel like the story already for Star Rail has been fleshed out a lot for what we're starting with, in the fact that it was a beta. The cutscenes weren't even finished. There was characters that didn't have voice actors. And the story from the beginning just felt more fleshed out. And granted, the Genshin Impact storyline did feel fleshed out at the beginning, but then I feel like it derailed a little bit. And that's not to say Star Rail won't do the same thing once it actually releases. Star Rail is not released yet, by the way. I just was lucky enough to get into beta and played the beta. I've talked about it. I've been uploading content for it. That's no surprise. But same company. It's different departments in the same company, but it's the same company. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. I'm just excited to see where the Genshin Impact storyline is finally going, because I feel like with Inazuma, I felt like we were going nowhere, more or less, but we're finally kind of feeling like we're getting some concrete lore, which definitely is needed here. Anyways, that's me ratting on Genshin Impact for today. I love Genshin Impact, my favorite game that I put so many hours into. Yeah. No, I just because I do like it as much as I do want to see it do well and be good. So that's why I say what I do. It's not that I hate Genshin Impact. I don't hate it by any means. I just want it to be better because I do like it as much as I do. Okay, I think that's a good place to end. That is gonna be it for this very long reaction video. I've been filming for almost like half an hour, guys. What? Don't let me take a nap on a Sunday. This is what we're learning. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. I will link the teaser down below for you guys to check out, just the English one. I know for a special program I did link both the English and Korean versions because I switched over to the Korean version at the end because the English one was so busted. But I will just be linking the English teaser because I didn't even watch the Japanese teaser in this video. I literally just had it open for like a hot second before this was uploaded. Anyways, it'll be linked down below. As always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Actually, we're finishing Star Rail today, I think. Later today. I think that's what's happening today. Don't quote me on that. I haven't looked up my video schedule. Anyways, bye guys!